because I do not want to have anything to conquer me in my life. I am a conqueror, and it is my right to have dominion over this earth and this world, and I'm going to exercise, and I'm going to live in my right. I'm not going to live my life defeated. I'm not going to live my life in handcuffs. I'm not going to let anybody or anything or any circumstances keep me in a situation of lack, not having, and I'm going to accept that. Why would you be a king or a queen that's been put over a kingdom and you allowing the peasants to rule? Because you haven't made the decision to take your rightful place on the throne in your world. Listen to me. Each and every last one of us has been given our own kingdom. My kingdom is not yours. You have yours. The reason why you haven't received yours is because you're afraid to take the throne. That's why. We're still waiting for you to get on the throne so you can rule your world. See, David Imoniche's world is not my world. He has his rulership over what's been ordained for him. And then you also have your cut that's been ordained for you. See, the problem is people think there's not enough wealth to take care of everybody. See, Wallace Waddles talks about that in the science of getting rich. That's why you behave the way you do. Because you don't think there's enough. You don't think there's enough for everybody. But guys, there are. We already know. Watch this. Why do some have more than others? Because there are some people that never take the throne. They never take the time to get what's actually theirs. That's the problem. You are settling for less. You know you're not operating at your full potential. You know right now that you're really, really operating in a lazy format. God, that's what brings you to poverty. It talks about how laziness brings a man to poverty. You got to get to the point where you're going to say to yourself, that's it. I can no longer live my life being second rate. I don't want to keep living my life being in the back of the line. I don't want to keep living my life to where I got to be the one that's always clapping for somebody else's success. You should. You should celebrate it. But God, it's time that we celebrate you. Why? Why you are accepting less than you're worthy of having? I want you to think about that. I want you to think about what is your self-worth to you. Why would you settle for less than what's ordained to you? Guys, I'm going to live a life of fulfillment. I want everything that's due to me every single day that I wake up. It doesn't matter the hurdles that's got to come across, because we're going to get what's ours, guys. Guys, we're going to help people create six-figure incomes, and this business is already being done. There are people right now that's going to be up for their six-figure rings. The Jones brothers, Jason Winnetta-Gill, Marcus Murray's going to be getting this $250,000 ring. Manish Patel is closing in on it. Don't tell me, guys. Don't tell me that it's not happening for people. It's time, watch this, that you make a decision that it's going to happen for me. It's all coming down to a decision today. It's all coming down for you saying that, and guess what? I was jumping up and down on December 31st, and I was hooping and hollering and crying and calling all these people and talking about how this is going to be my year. Well, we still in this year. We still in 2013. What are you doing to make it a good year? See, that's why I don't get caught up in that emotional stuff, because guess what? No, this isn't going to be the best year of my life, and I already started off as one. See, I meant that. See, I'm still saying the same thing that we were saying then. See, some of y'all forgot what you talked about at the beginning of the year. No, this is going to be the best year of our life. I'm speaking it. I'm believing it. I'm walking in it. I'm not settling for less. No, I'm not going to do that. I want everything that's mine. I don't want what's yours. I don't want to have nothing that's not for me. I only want what's ordained for me, guys. I've had prospects that I talk to that talk to someone else. Guess what I told them? Hey, go with that person. Then, yeah, but no, I got somebody who want to join, and I think they'll sign with you if you just get on the phone with them. No, I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to talk to them. Let them go with the person that's been inviting them. I don't want what's not mine. I only want what's ordained for me, because that way now we're able to move forward and we're able to get the results that we desire, because now we're operating in what's ours. I don't want nothing else that's not mine. That's not where we're trying to go. And I want you guys to get that same mentality. And I want you guys to get some self-worth about yourself and say to yourself, no, you deserve better. You don't deserve to be behind on your bill. You don't deserve for your wife to be lacking and your kids to be lacking. You have to change that. You have to make a decision that they're worthy. Guys, listen to me. When my wife and my kids was lacking, that was because I made that decision to allow that to happen. It wasn't no consequence. It wasn't no other reason. I made that conscious decision where I'm sitting there because, watch this, I wanted to be comfortable. And it hurted too much to continue to push forward, and we were losing. And until I made the decision and said to myself, I don't care what it costs. I don't care how much. I had got to the point where I said, I'm willing to lay my life down. Forget that. They got to win. They got to. Until I got to that point, that's when we started having success. Because I made a decision that I wasn't letting my wife and kids just get by anymore. I wasn't anymore going to get any more money from my mom. You know, I wasn't doing that anymore. I'm a grown man. I'm going to make this thing happen, and I'm going to let it hurt. I'm going to take this pain, and I'm going to get it over with, because it's nobody else's fault if I'm not getting the results that I desire. No, it's not anybody else's mission to go out here and work and go through their challenges and make the money, and you think you can just pick up the phone and they're supposed to foot the bill for you so they can just relieve the pressure so you can continue to stay in your comfortable state even more. No, you got to get uncomfortable. No, you got to let it hurt. You got to push yourself to the limit. You got to go to that place inside yourself that you've never been to before. I promise you, when you start reaching that place, watch what's going to happen to your life. Watch what's going to happen to that business. That's the only way you're going to get there. The reason why you're not where you are, watch this, because you've never been there before. That's why you got to go. You got to make the decision that I'm going. That I'm going. That's what you got to do. I am going there. It's time that that happens. Because, guys, there are people that's going to win in this opportunity. I believe it. I feel it. Because we're in a winning environment. And your time has come. Your family time has come. You deserve better, and they deserve better. But like Mr. Michael Jordan, guys, the way you play the game is how you practice for the game. Some of you guys, you have to make it a conscious point to practice the way you plan on playing. Practice hard. Guys, when I go into some of these rooms, I go do some coffee and jazz mixers at some people's homes sometimes, and maybe two people sitting in those chairs. A diamond consultant, the Mon Crump, in there, but watch this, giving it everything I got. You know why? Practice. So now, when you get in front of the crowd of 3,000 or 4,000 people, it seems like you're just flowing, because this is the way that I play the game all the time. This is nothing new for me. Be in this position. Listen, they're coming. Listen to what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, they're coming. They're looking. They are looking, and they're paying attention now. Before, they probably wasn't hearing you. Now they are. They are looking. But you have to go have some success. You have to give them a reason to want to do business with you. If not, they are going to go do business with someone else who's being successful. Guys, go have some success. That's the way you get those people's attention. That's the way you make it happen. Guys, Organo Gold is putting infrastructure in place for a $50 billion company. You are with a company that's putting a $50 billion infrastructure in place that they haven't done their first billion yet. And you're talking about, am I too late? Is it saturated? Man, they got so much money to be made, it doesn't even make any sense. We haven't even gotten started yet. Somebody, man, they're going to be people making $1 million a month on their global pool check that's paid every 90 days. That's going to mean $1 million every 90 days. People are going to be making $4 million just off of their global pool check. So stop listening to the foolishness, man. Buckle down. Get your focus together. Start practicing the way you play the game. Make it a lifestyle. And let's go in and make this thing happen, man. It's easy. It's simple. It's coffee. New York, we on the way. We love y'all.